So welcome back to French Countryside Life. So it's Sunday today, Easter Sunday. So I can't make any noise in the workshop today or tomorrow, Easter Monday. Just finishing off these shutters. This is a job that I was doing for some lovely people. Not the easiest job in the world. Had the sand wall down, a couple of coats of metal paint, and kind of glad it's nearly done. But they're such nice people, I don't mind. Anyway, all right, so I've just finished these off, and I've got to chop some wood. We've had the log burner going. It's been chilly in the evenings and so on, so we've been lighting the log burner. Yes, it's been quite chilly, but with the log burner going, it's toasty indoors. So we've got through some wood, that's for sure. We had about 3 stairs left from last year. Now a stair of firewood is a cubic metre. So let me show you what we've got left, and you can see how much we've used. So round to the wood store here. So this is what's left, all the big gnarly bits of firewood. But this was stacked right up to the top here. So, and 2 deep. So that's what we've used in about 3 months, I suppose. So we've not had the fire going all the time. 3 or 4 days a week maybe. Just when it gets really chilly. It's nice to light it in the morning because it heats the whole house. Well, actually it doesn't heat the upstairs at the moment because we've got no radiators upstairs. But it heats all downstairs and makes it toasty in there. A stair of firewood, the cost of a stair of a cubic metre of firewood depends very much on where you buy it. So I'm very fortunate in the fact that the farmer who lives down the road has got his stack of or store of firewood out the back here, and it only cost me about 55 euros a square metre. You can get it in the DIY stores, you can pay 150 easily. So it just depends where you're fortunate enough to be able to buy it. All right, so as I say, there's a few last little bits of patches just need to be done on these, and then these can dry, and then I can get them out of the way, and it'll give me some more room in the workshop to move around and get some stuff done. So I'll just do that. So it's just a little patch up really. A few little bits have got mist or paint that's chipped off. Okay, so we'll just wait for that little bit of paint to dry, and then we can stack those shutters out of the way. I can't take those back now till the week commencing the 8th of April. So not an issue at all. So I'll just, when that's dry, I'll just, as I say, I'll just stack them away and keep them safe. So next job is to get some undercoat on the plasterboard that's been done in the craft room. And there's a special type of paint for that. That's this stuff. Sukush is undercoat, and Plaque de Plâtre is plasterboard. So good. All right, let's crack on with that then. So we're back in the craft room, getting ready to get some undercoat onto this new plasterboard wall. A couple of coats of undercoat, a couple of coats of emulsion. Bob's your uncle. There's a couple of little things I'd like to address first, if you'll indulge me. Andy from AJ in France, brilliant channel, link in description, and I have set up a new YouTube channel called French Ear Trumpet, link in description. If you'd like to go and take a look at that, it'd be very much appreciated. It's basically a podcast where Andy and I and some guests, including Graham from our French House Renovation, link in description, and Kelly, who's Jane's eldest daughter. Really interesting chat that was. It was about how family gets left behind. Yeah, that one's worth a watch. If you're thinking of moving out to France or moving anywhere really, away from the rest of your family, that's definitely one to watch. It brings up some real issues. Another thing I'd like to cover, whilst we're having a little chat, there was a comment on the last video when I built this, and it was a really valid comment, and I'd just like to address it. So the person that commented made the observation that I hadn't shown how the metal frame goes together, and he's right. I didn't show it, and I should have done. So let's put that right now. Okay, so the way that this is constructed is that the rail sits along the bottom there like that, and the upright stud slots into the rail like that, and then with this tool, which works like that, you see it brings a spike through like that. So what happens is that you put that in there, obviously this will be won't be moving around like this. So. Okay, so what's happened then, let me show you, is that you've got two holes punched through there. If we just look inside there, you can see how it's, hang on, yeah, you can see how the two bits of metal are just folded together. That's actually really strong. So that's how you join the two bits of metal together and continue to make the frame. Good, so I hope that's cleared that up for you. Brilliant. All right, let's get some paint on the walls. Okay, so that's the first coat on. I'll just cutting around the edges and that'll be dry in an hour or two. So then stick another coat on, then we're ready for emulsion. Brilliant. It's Monday and it's blowing a hoolie. This weather's remarkable. I spoke to a chap this morning who's been here 17 years. He said it's the wettest season that he can ever remember. There's rivers flooded, the Vienne's flooded, I know that. Down at Chabanais and Saint-Junien, the river's broken its banks. Severe flooding now. Anyway, I've had a busy morning, so I've been making some more kindling from the scrap redwood that I had from the Siki Bar. I've been chopping some more of the firewood. These are all finished, stacked away. So I've got loads of room in the workshop now. So I did some more stuff indoors as well. Let me show you. So I'll replace the hot water timer. I've got my little diagram here, so I know which wires are which. This was the original one that was on there. Andy gave this to me, but it's quite a few years old, this one, so the clock on it was playing up. It wouldn't hold the time. So bought the identical one basically, but this is a brand new one, the upgraded one, or updated one. So that was, to be honest, I hadn't been looking forward to doing that because I didn't really know what I was doing. So, but as it turned out, I asked Andy for a bit of help when he pointed me in the right direction. And yeah, it was all right. It was all right. No issues. So into the craft room. And also this morning, I wired in the power from this socket. A little bit of conduit there. It runs into behind the plasterboard, and I think you saw the wire that's inside a conduit comes into the back of this socket, so that all works lovely. So just painting now, so I'll be gone with it. Okay, that's 2 coats of emulsion. The plug socket cover back on. Yeah, it's all cut in. Lovely. So all that leaves to do now is the skirting board, which I will do tomorrow. So I've had enough for one day. So I'll see you tomorrow, I guess. So we're in the garden, or in the field actually, as it turns out. I just bought this the other day. It was funny, I'd been looking in Brico, which is like a DIY shop, great big DIY store, and I've been looking at getting a rotavator, and that was like upwards of €350. And I thought, Jane won't be having any of that, spending that sort of money. So anyway, Jane saw it. I think it might have been on Facebook, and Jane saw it. She said, look at this. I thought, that's fantastic, and it was €90. So we went over. It's only a few years old, hardly been used. One careful lady owner, and yeah, bought it. And I bought a cast iron metal. Obviously, it's metal with cast iron. A metal bird bath. So at some point I'll restore that, and that'll be nice in the front garden. But yes, it was in the lady's shed. Sadly, her husband had passed away, and it wasn't getting used. So yeah, brilliant. So I've already had a go this morning. It's a lot harder than it looks. It is a lot harder than it looks, but it certainly does the job. So what I did earlier was to move all the clumps of grass out of the way, because I've ploughed this just to break it up a bit, because as you can see it's thick grass here. So I've ploughed it to break it up. So I've just moved some of the clumps away, and yeah, gone up and down and rotavated a bit. Maybe I should have filmed it, but I look an idiot enough, I think, without adding to it. So, all right, so I'm just going to rotivate a little bit more, and then we get some seeds planted. We've already got onions coming up. We've got the garlic going great guns. The potatoes are just starting to poke through now. So, yeah, really pleased with the way things are going, and we'll slowly work all the way down. All right, so let's crack on with that. So that's the ground all prepared with the rotavator and the rake. These are some butternut squash seeds that we bought a butternut squash for dinner, and I thought, I wonder if I can germinate the seeds. So I see a thing on YouTube, and it said you had to soak the seeds for a couple of weeks in a jar of water, which I did, and then leave them to dry out, which I did, and then stick them in some well-drained potting mix, which I did. And other than the mice in the cabin having a munch up on them, which look, see that one there, look, gone, bits missing, mice. Although sadly they paid the ultimate price. But that's another story. So anyway, so yeah, so butternut squash, got a load more over there, so we'll get these in the ground. And yeah, we'll see how we go. Okay, that's the butternut squash in. Very much in the spirit of, I don't know what I'm doing, but how hard can it be? I'll have a go. So, yeah, guess we'll see. What's not to like? Okay, we're back in the craft room. Get this finished off. Just the skirting boards now. These are some spare skirting boards that I had from the previous job. So I'm just going to bang these on for now. And at some point we'll change the floor in there, I think. So the skirting boards will have to come off then anyway, and I'll do the whole lot all the same. So I have made a little template for the corner over there. Transferred the markings to the board. You can see there. There you go. And so we'll just cut them out and see how we go. Okay, so we're just going to cut the skirting board end so that it fits flush against the wall there. And we're going to use something called a coping saw, which isn't a saw that gets you through the trials and tribulations of a day, but it's something that carpenters use, which I'm not. They use it to cut a cope, which is when you get two bits of wood that join internally, and the bits of wood are cut in a curve so that it fits flush together. So, I've already marked it out. Okay, so that's the end taken off. Okay, so that's the end taken off. So, we'll get this. So there we are, coping saw. Okay, so let's go for the trial fit, see how we've done. That's actually not bad. This bit here, I'll get some filler in there. Yeah, for the skirting board, that's not bad. I can live with that. Okay, that's the 3 bits of skirting board cut to length and to fit, and all it needs now is a couple of coats of acrylic and we'll get that fitted. Brilliant. Okay, so I'll fill this hole. That's all nice, so it's all dry. So I will touch up with a bit of paint afterwards. So all that's left now is to stick the skirting board on with a bit of adhesive. Every time I say the word adhesive, I think of Robin Williams in This Is Doubtfire. I don't know why. Adhesive. Adhesive. One of my favourite films. Brilliant. All right, so let's get sticking. Let's do that. Okay, so that's the skirting board on. All lovely, fits really well, really pleased with that. So the wall's finished now and it looks exactly the same as before I started. But it's got 60mm of insulation and 30mm of plasterboard and 4 coats of paint. So that should, come the winter, that should keep any heat that we put into the room, in the room, rather than disappearing through the wall. So, job's a good one. I had my first lesson yesterday of how to grow bonsai trees, or how to look after bonsai trees from Mr. Miyagi. No, it wasn't Mr. Miyagi. It was from Pat. So yeah, really interesting. So I repotted a tree yesterday. Really interesting. I'll get into that next week. Yeah, fascinating stuff. So, quote of the week is from Aesop's Fables, etc. It says, "After all is said and done, more is said than done." Ain't that the truth? Good. So, thank you so much for watching, all the new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. Very much appreciated. So if you'd like to give the video a thumbs up, maybe share it on social media, on your book faces and so on. And press the notification bell so that you know when there's new content. And maybe think about subscribing if you're not subscribed already. And all that leaves to say is mine, there you go, and I'll see you soon.